What if I told you that everything you've been taught about staying strong and protecting your mobility as you age is built on a nutritional foundation 40 years out of date? Most people don't know this, but while we're obsessing over premium steaks and expensive supplements, there are humble ingredients sitting in your pantry right now that completely shatter the protein density of steak, gram for gram. We're talking about whole foods with amino acid profiles that can revolutionize your energy, protect your muscles, and stay incredibly gentle on your stomach. Today, we look at 25 of them that will change how you think about aging forever. Make sure you stick around for number 8, a tiny seed you've likely spent your entire life spitting into a trash can, completely unaware that its kernel packs more pure, muscle-repairing protein than steak. And you definitely want to stay tuned for number 25, which is so shockingly dense, it delivers vital amino acids while actively supporting your heart and sleep. Let's get right into it. Here are 25 whole foods with more protein than steak. Food 1. Kidney beans. The cellular building blocks of longevity. Kidney beans are a nutritional heavyweight hiding in plain sight. 1 cup of cooked kidney beans delivers approximately 15 grams of plant-based protein. When measured by cost per gram of protein, they outclass premium cuts of steak by a massive margin. Beyond the macronutrient count, kidney beans are loaded with bioactive compounds, particularly soluble fiber and resistant starch, which act as critical fuel for your gut microbiome. Modern clinical trials demonstrate that the specific fiber matrix in kidney beans slows down glucose absorption, stabilizing blood sugar levels and preventing insulin spikes. Historically, these beans were cultivated by indigenous civilizations across Central and South America for thousands of years, serving as the foundational protein source that sustained agrarian societies. They faded into the background of modern diets due to the convenience of pre-packaged convenience foods. However, for anyone tracking macros and seeking optimal recovery, this legume provides a clean, zero-cholesterol protein profile that keeps your cardiovascular system clear. Food 2. Cashews, the nutrient-dense recovery fuel. Cashews are far more than a casual snack. They are a dense powerhouse of amino acids. A single cup of raw cashews packs an impressive 20 grams of protein. By weight, their protein concentration rivals many standard animal sources, while bringing a completely different suite of micronutrients to the table. Cashews are exceptionally high in magnesium, copper, and monounsaturated fats, the exact structural fats your body requires for hormone production and joint health. Sports science research indicates that the high magnesium content in cashews assists in muscle synthesis and accelerates ATP production at a cellular level. Native to northeastern Brazil, cashews were highly prized by local tribes long before global trade routes popularized them. They fell out of favor with standard fitness diets due to outdated fears surrounding dietary fats. In reality, the lipid profile of cashews actively supports metabolic health, making them an incredibly efficient tool for clean bulking and sustained cellular energy. Food 3. Tempeh, the bioavailable fermented powerhouse. Tempeh is a traditional Indonesian staple that redefines plant-based performance. A 100-gram serving of tempeh delivers a massive 20 grams of protein. Because it is made from whole, fermented soybeans, it retains the entire fiber structure of the bean while offering a highly bioavailable protein profile. The secret lies in the fermentation process, which breaks down anti-nutrients like phytic acid, allowing your digestive tract to absorb the amino acids with maximum efficiency. Clinical studies confirm that fermented soy products like tempeh support lean muscle mass maintenance just as effectively as animal-derived proteins. Originating in Java centuries ago, tempeh was the primary protein source that fueled entire dynasties. It was largely ignored by Western consumers due to its unique, earthy texture and a lack of familiarity with fermented foods. For high-performance athletes, tempeh represents the ultimate intersection of gut health and muscle-building potential. Food 4. Navy beans, the high-yield endurance fuel. Navy beans earned their name for a reason. They were the standard-issue nutritional backbone of the United States Navy for over a century because they do not spoil and keep sailors strong. 1 cup of cooked navy beans provides roughly 15 grams of protein alongside a staggering 19 grams of dietary fiber. This unique ratio creates a slow-releasing energy source that sustains physical output for hours. Nutritional analysis highlights navy beans as an exceptional source of phosphatidylserine, a compound linked to improved cognitive function and acute stress recovery. Cultivated extensively throughout North America, these beans helped sustain early global naval fleets during grueling voyages. They became stereotyped as basic survival rations, causing modern fitness enthusiasts to overlook their incredible macro profile. If you are looking to maximize muscle retention while maintaining a lean physique, the clean protein delivery of navy beans is practically unmatched. Food 5. Seitan, the plant-based protein champion. Seitan stands alone in the plant kingdom for its sheer protein density. A 100-gram serving delivers an astonishing 75 grams of protein in its raw form, which cooks down to roughly 25 grams per 3-ounce serving, matching steak gram for gram while containing virtually zero saturated fat. Made entirely from hydrated wheat gluten, seitan has been crafted by Buddhist monks in ancient China since the Song dynasty as a high-protein staple. Modern nutritional analysis shows it provides an exceptionally clean macro profile, highly efficient for muscle recovery and hypertrophy without the cholesterol burden of animal products. It possesses a remarkably dense, chewy texture that absorbs marinades deeply and holds up perfectly to grilling, pan-searing, or braising. It remains the ultimate low-fat, high-yield protein strategy for elite physical performance. Food 6. Pigeon peas, the tropical endurance fuel. Pigeon peas are a foundational crop across the Caribbean, South Asia, and Africa, thriving in drought conditions where other crops fail. 1 cup of cooked pigeon peas provides 11 grams of protein alongside 11 grams of dietary fiber. This specific macronutrient ratio yields a low glycemic response, ensuring a steady, slow-release stream of amino acids into the bloodstream without insulin spikes. Research published in agricultural and nutritional journals highlights their exceptional levels of potassium, magnesium, and B-complex vitamins, which directly support cellular energy production and cardiovascular health. They possess a rich, slightly nutty flavor and a firm texture that enhances stews, curries, and traditional rice dishes. They represent a timeless, climate-resilient survival food that continues to power active populations worldwide. Food 7. Farro, the ancient grain of the Roman legions. Farro is an ancient, unhybridized wheat grain that fueled the Roman legions during their historic campaigns across Europe. 1 cup of cooked farro delivers up to equal grams of protein, outperforming modern wheat, rice, and oats. Because the grain structure remains intact, it retains a dense matrix of complex carbohydrates, magnesium, iron, and zinc. Clinical studies demonstrate that ancient grains like farro improve metabolic markers, lower systemic inflammation, and support healthy gut microbiota diversity due to their high concentration of resistant starch. It cooks to a perfectly chewy, al dente texture with a distinctively rich, earthy flavor profile. It serves as an excellent, high-protein foundational base for Mediterranean salads, slow-cooked risottos, and hearty cold-weather soups. Food 8. Watermelon seeds, the concentrated amino acid powerhouse. Watermelon seeds are routinely discarded, yet they are one of the most nutrient-dense seeds on Earth. A single 100-gram serving of dried watermelon seeds packs a massive 28 grams of protein, eclipsing the protein density of a choice cut of beef. They are exceptionally rich in arginine and glutamic acid, amino acids that clinical trials link to improved nitric oxide production, enhanced blood flow, and accelerated muscle tissue repair. Beyond protein, they deliver a massive dose of magnesium, iron, and heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that optimize hormone synthesis. They feature a mild, slightly nutty taste, similar to sunflower seeds, and can be enjoyed roasted as a standalone snack, sprinkled over savory dishes, or blended into protein-rich seed butters. They are a definitive lesson in maximizing the hidden nutritional value of whole foods. Food 9. Hazelnuts, the brain-boosting macro champion. Don't let their association with sweet spreads fool you. 1 ounce of raw hazelnuts delivers over 4 grams of protein, scaling up to roughly 15 grams per 100 grams. By weight, their overall nutrient density rivals a standard cut of beef, but they deliver it alongside zero dietary cholesterol. Hazelnuts are exceptionally high in oleic acid, the same heart-healthy monounsaturated fat found in olive oil, and they are packed with vitamin E, a potent fat-soluble antioxidant that protects cellular membranes from oxidative damage. Studies show regular consumption improves lipid profiles, reduces biomarkers of systemic inflammation, and enhances cognitive health. They feature a rich, buttery, distinctly aromatic flavor. You can roast them, crush them over savory grain dishes, or blend them into rich, whole food nut butters. They are a timeless European staple that provides clean, consistent physical energy. Food 10. Black-eyed peas, the ultimate Southern recovery fuel. Black-eyed peas are much more than a traditional New Year's good luck charm. 1 cup of cooked black-eyed peas delivers 13 grams of clean plant-based protein, paired with 11 grams of dietary fiber. This specific macro combination ensures a low glycemic response, giving your body a steady, sustained release of amino acids for muscle repair without insulin spikes. They are a massive source of folate, with a single cup covering close to 89% of your daily value, which is critical for cellular repair and DNA synthesis. Research consistently links regular consumption of these legumes to lowered LDL cholesterol and optimized metabolic health. They have an earthy flavor and smooth texture that anchors stews, rice bowls, and fresh summer salads. They represent a deeply reliable, high-yield survival food that has sustained generations of active populations. Food 11. Chia seeds, the Aztec endurance fuel. Ancient Mayan and Aztec warriors called chia the running food. Messengers would carry small pouches of these seeds on long journeys because the energy and protein density was entirely unmatched for their physical weight. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds deliver 5 grams of complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids in balanced proportions. What makes them unique is their ability to absorb up to 12 times their weight in water, forming a soluble fiber gel that actively prolongs hydration and slows down carbohydrate digestion. Modern sports science validates these ancient practices, showing that chia seeds support sustained endurance and post-exercise muscle recovery. They are virtually flavorless and adapt to anything, meaning you can mix them into smoothies, stir them into oats, or layer them into high-protein puddings. They are a concentrated shot of pure physical performance. Food 12. Almonds, the cellular powerhouse. Almonds are one of the most thoroughly researched whole foods on the planet, and their protein concentration is a major reason why. A single 100-gram serving of almonds packs over 21 grams of protein, a concentration that competes directly with standard cuts of animal protein. They are exceptionally rich in alpha-tocopherol vitamin E, magnesium, and bioavailable riboflavin, which directly assists in cellular energy production and tissue repair. Large-scale clinical trials publish consistent evidence showing that almonds improve insulin sensitivity, lower visceral fat markers, and support endothelial function in blood vessels. They provide a satisfying, crisp crunch and a neutral, slightly sweet flavor profile. They require zero preparation and travel perfectly, making them the ultimate whole food option for clean muscle maintenance on the go. Food 13. Walnuts, the neuroprotective protein source. A single 100-gram serving of walnuts delivers over 15 grams of protein. Beyond the macro count, walnuts are the only tree nut that provides a massive dose of alpha-linolenic acid, the plant-based omega-3 fatty acid, critical for reducing arterial inflammation. Archaeological evidence shows humans have harvested walnuts since 7000 BCE, making them the oldest known tree food consumed by mankind. Modern clinical trials publish consistent evidence linking regular walnut consumption to improved lipid profiles, enhanced cognitive longevity, and decreased levels of LDL cholesterol. They possess a rich, deeply savory, and slightly bitter flavor. They require zero cooking and function perfectly as a high-protein topper for morning grains or a dense, standalone recovery snack. Food 14. Pinto beans, the ultimate metabolic stabilizer. Pinto beans are a foundational triumph of agricultural history, fueling Mexican and southwestern societies for over 5,000 years. 1 cup of cooked pinto beans delivers 15 grams of protein alongside 15 grams of dietary fiber. This exact biological matrix ensures that glucose enters your bloodstream at a slow, measured pace, completely eliminating insulin spikes. Research in major nutritional journals proves that the specific soluble fiber in pinto beans binds to cholesterol in the digestive tract, safely escorting it out of the body. They have a creamy, rich texture and an earthy flavor that anchors thousands of traditional dishes. They remain one of the most cost-effective, shelf-stable muscle-building assets on Earth. Food 15. Spelt, the robust grain of ancient Europe. Spelt is an ancient grain cultivated since the Bronze Age that outclasses modern wheat in every single nutritional category. 1 cup of cooked spelt provides over 11 grams of protein, packed alongside high concentrations of zinc, iron, and magnesium. Because spelt has not undergone intensive modern hybridization, its nutrient density remains intact. Clinical studies demonstrate that the highly bioavailable fiber matrix in ancient grains like spelt significantly enhances gut microbiome diversity and optimizes metabolic health. It cooks to a robust, chewy texture with a distinctively nutty, satisfying flavor. It serves as an exceptional high-protein foundation for grain bowls, rustic baking, and hearty pilafs. Food 16. Lima beans, the ironclad physical fuel. Named after their origins in Lima, Peru, these legumes have sustained Andean populations for more than 8,000 years. 1 cup of cooked lima beans delivers nearly 15 grams of protein, paired with a massive dose of molybdenum, a trace mineral essential for cellular detoxification. Lima beans are also a powerhouse of non-heme iron and potassium, which directly support oxygen transport in the blood and prevent muscle cramping during intense physical exertion. Peer-reviewed research confirms that regular consumption optimizes blood sugar regulation and actively supports long-term cardiovascular health. They possess a buttery, ultra-smooth texture that absorbs savory spices aggressively, making them a premier whole food strategy for lean muscle maintenance. Food 17. Edamame, the complete amino acid powerhouse. Edamame represents the absolute pinnacle of whole food plant protein efficiency. 1 cup of these young green soybeans delivers a staggering 18.5 grams of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids in perfect proportion for human muscle synthesis. Originating in ancient East Asia, edamame has been utilized for centuries as a foundational pillar of human health. Modern sports science confirms that soy protein supports lean tissue accretion just as effectively as dairy-derived whey. It is also packed with folate, vitamin K, and active plant sterols that optimize arterial health. Preparing them requires a mere 5 minutes of steaming, offering a rapid, high-yield macro source with a crisp, clean flavor. Food 18. Adzuki beans, the clean-burning endurance asset. Adzuki beans are a vibrant red legume that has been highly prized in Japanese, Korean, and Chinese cultures for millennia. 1 cup of cooked adzuki beans packs 17 grams of clean protein, making them one of the highest protein legumes available. They contain a massive concentration of antioxidants, specifically polyphenols, which clinical trials link to reduced oxidative stress and accelerated muscle tissue recovery post-exercise. Their low glycemic index provides a steady, prolonged release of energy that sustains physical output for hours. They feature a naturally smooth texture and a subtle, sweet, earthy flavor that works seamlessly in both savory stews and traditional macro-focused dishes. Food 19. Kamut, the Khorasan grain of the pharaohs. Kamut is the brand name for ancient Khorasan wheat, an unhybridized grain discovered protecting the tombs of Egyptian pharaohs. 1 cup of cooked kamut delivers up to 11 grams of protein, eclipsing modern commercial wheat by over 30%. This ancient grain delivers an exceptionally high concentration of lipids, vitamin E, and selenium, which act as a powerful internal shield against cellular inflammation. Peer-reviewed studies reveal that replacing modern wheat with kamut leads to significant reductions in total cholesterol and blood glucose levels. The grain itself is massive, cooking to a satisfyingly firm, al dente texture with a rich, buttery flavor profile that transforms basic salads and side dishes into high-protein fuel. Food 20. Pine nuts. The nutrient-dense cellular engine. Harvested from the cones of specific pine trees, these seeds have been a vital survival asset for Mediterranean and Native American populations for thousands of years. A single 100-gram serving of pine nuts packs a heavy 13.7 grams of protein. They are loaded with pinolenic acid, a unique polyunsaturated fatty acid that sports science research demonstrates stimulates hunger-suppressing hormones in the gut, making them a powerful tool for natural satiety. Pine nuts are also a rich source of monounsaturated fats, iron, and magnesium, which combine to optimize oxygen delivery and ATP production at a cellular level. They possess a delicate, buttery texture and a distinctively rich flavor that elevates pestos, roasted vegetables, and grains. Food 21. Pistachios. The complete recovery snack. Pistachios are one of the few tree nuts that qualify as a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids across a 6-gram dose per single ounce. Scaling up to over 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, their macro profile rivals beef, while introducing powerful fat-soluble antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. Cultivated in the Middle East since the dawn of agriculture, pistachios have fueled human travel and performance across generations. Clinical trials publish consistent evidence showing that pistachios support healthy blood pressure, reduce vascular stress, and assist in rapid post-workout glycogen replenishment. They require zero preparation, travel perfectly, and deliver an immediate shot of bioavailable physical fuel. Food 22. Hemp seeds. The ultimate cellular building block. Hemp seeds are a nutritional masterpiece, delivering nearly 10 grams of complete protein in just 3 tablespoons. By weight, their 31% protein concentration completely outperforms steak, chicken, and fish. They are uniquely rich in edestin and albumin, 2 types of globular proteins that the human body can digest and convert into muscle tissue with maximum efficiency. Hemp seeds provide the ideal 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 essential fatty acids, which sports medicine research proves accelerates joint repair and downregulates systemic inflammation. They possess a mild, nutty flavor and a tender texture, allowing you to instantly upgrade smoothies, oats, or savory dishes with an elite dose of pure protein. Food 23. Brazil nuts. The selenium-packed macro force. While famous for being the world's premier source of selenium, Brazil nuts are a legitimate protein heavyweight, delivering over 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. Native to the pristine Amazon rainforest, these wild harvested nuts provide a dense matrix of monounsaturated fats and essential minerals that optimize human endocrine function. Just a single nut contains enough selenium to maximize thyroid hormone production and boost natural testosterone synthesis. Clinical studies demonstrate that a single serving of Brazil nuts can measurably improve cholesterol profiles and reduce oxidative stress markers within hours of ingestion. They feature an exceptionally rich, firm texture, making them a highly efficient tool for clean bulking and hormone optimization. Food 24. Wheat germ. The highly concentrated nutrient nucleus. Wheat germ is the absolute reproductive powerhouse of the wheat kernel, routinely stripped away during modern processing to make subpar white flour. Retaining it gives you an exceptional protein resource, delivering 23 grams of protein per 100 grams, matching the density of beef. It is incredibly rich in octocosanol, a compound thoroughly evaluated in sports science for improving reaction time, oxygen utilization, and physical endurance. Wheat germ also supplies massive quantities of zinc, folate, and vitamin E to protect muscle tissue from exercise-induced damage. It has a pleasant, toasted, nutty flavor and a fine texture that can be effortlessly swirled into protein shakes, morning bowls, or baking mixes to instantly maximize your daily protein intake. Food 25. Pumpkin seeds. The raw mineral grenades. Closing out our list are pumpkin seeds, a phenomenal whole food resource that delivers 9 grams of protein in a single, small, 1 ounce handful. Measured gram for gram, their protein concentration leaves choice cuts of beef far behind. They represent one of the absolute best whole food sources of bioavailable zinc, magnesium, and iron on Earth. The exact mineral trifecta required for immune defense, explosive ATP production, and deep cellular recovery. Clinical research confirms that the high tryptophan content in pumpkin seeds directly supports serotonin synthesis and optimal sleep architecture. They require zero cooking, store perfectly for months, and provide a clean, crisp, undeniable advantage for human performance and physical longevity. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you now have the exact blueprint to change the protein conversation entirely, as the outdated idea that you need to rely solely on meat to build serious muscle or maintain peak physical performance is flatly contradicted by modern nutritional science. These 25 whole foods are not exotic supplements or temporary trends. They are accessible, time-tested, science-backed powerhouses that have sustained human health, built empires, and fueled elite physical endurance for thousands of years, while costing pennies per gram, storing for years, and fundamentally outperforming the most expensive cuts of steak on the market. Smash that like button if this data-driven breakdown changed the way you look at your grocery list. Drop a comment below letting me know which of these 25 foods surprised you the most, and ensure you hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell so you never miss our weekly videos.